Hello, math students. Welcome back to Percents and Proportional Relationships. This is lesson 14, and it is called Tax, Commissions, Fees, and Other Real-World Percent Problems. Our goal for today we will work on real-world percent problems. The question that I want you to think about is, what does the percent represent in all the different types of problems? Things to remember. So these are vocabulary words that I need you to know so that you can figure out what you are going to apply as you're working through each type of percent problem. So tax, you should be very familiar with tax. Tax is a fee that is charged to help pay for city, county, state, and federal issues. Commission is an income earned for a sale. So someone who sells things can typically earn commission. Gratuity, we have talked about gratuity quite a bit already this year. Gratuity is an income for a service, an income earned for a service. And then what you need to know about a tax is that a tax is added to what you owe. I want to write that down. A tax is an amount added to what you owe. Okay, so it makes what you owe more. A commission is an amount that you earn. Okay? And then a gratuity is also an amount that you earn. So I look at commissions and gratuity as good things because it's the person's getting money, whereas a tax is something that you have to pay, so it's something that you owe. Okay? All right, so let's try it with a couple of these problems and see what happens. It says, Silvio earns 10% for each car sale he makes. What is the commission if he sells a car for $2,000? Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is you have to remember our formula. Part equals percent of whole. Okay, you need to remember that because we're going to use that to help us figure this one out. It says, Silvio earns 10% for each car sale he makes. So his 10% that he's earning right here, this percent is the commission. Okay? And so what we need to know is that the commission on this case is going to be your part. Okay? And then the whole is the amount that the car sold for. So that would be your whole. Okay? So we have two ways. I know you guys love the equations, but I also want you to remember that you have to know how to use it as a tape. So I'm going to make a tape this time, and I'm going to split it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I know that the whole amount is 2,000, okay? And then I know that we need to know what 10% would be, and I'm actually going to, now that I think about it, I'm going to split each of these in half because I need 10%, not 20%. And so I need to know what is this amount right here, okay? Because that right there is the commission, okay? And so it says 10% of the car sale. So if he sells the car for $200 or $2,000, then we know that 10% of that is what Silvio earns extra on top of his salary. So if I have 2,000 is the total, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes, I know that if I take 2,000 divided by 10, because there's 10 boxes, then I know that each box will have 200 in it. So 200 in each box, that means that the commission is $200. Okay? Does everybody see how we were able to figure that out? So that one was really, really easy using the tape diagram. If we were to plug it in, then we know that it's 10% of 2,000, right? And so we would have to take 10 over 100 times 2,000 over 1, which equals 20,000 divided by 100. And so when we do that, we're left with 200. So the commission, or the part, is $200. And we solved it in both ways, with a tape and also with the equation. Okay? So that wasn't so bad, right? So commission is the amount of money that you earn from a sale. Okay? So that was pretty good. All right. There is a 10% room tax. How much money is the tax for a room costing $200? Okay, so this time what we are trying to do is we are trying to figure out what the cost would be for the tax. All right, so again, we're going to use our part equals percent times whole. We know that it is 10% for the room tax, and we know that the room itself cost $200, and so I'm going to say the room is the whole. The tax was 10%, so we're trying to figure out the tax. So again, because I love it and it makes it so much easier, I'm going to use the tape again, and this time my whole is 200, not 2,000, so this would be 200, and then I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can never get them evenly spaced. I'm so sorry. They're all supposed to be evenly spaced, but I did it again. So 10% again is this little guy right here. And if I have to take 200 and split it into 10 boxes, then I know that each box gets 20. So now this is your tax. And so the tax for the room on this one is going to be $20. So now let's do the math over here and see. So if we have 10% is really 10 over 100 times 200 over 1. So that would equal 2,000 divided by 100, and I get $20, which is the part, which is also considered your tax. Okay? So, boys and girls, again, I cannot stress the importance of this equation. I cannot stress the importance of remembering how to use your tapes, because as you can see, both of those problems were really, really easy. Okay, so the actual tax for the room was 20 when the cost of the room was 200. So to leave and check out of your hotel and not go to jail, you would have to pay the hotel $220, not just 200, because the tax gets added to what you owe. So the room cost 200, the tax is 20, so add that together, and your total room cost is $220. Okay? All right, so going back, today we will work on real-world percent problems, which we did. We talked about a commission problem for Silvio, and we talked about a hotel room. What does the percent represent in all of the different types of problems? The percent is always the percent. It is the tax percent, it is the commission percent, it is the gratuity percent. The percent is how you determine the part of all of those different things. Okay? All right, darlings, that's all I have for you in this lesson. Talk to you soon. Bye!